Hello everybody, this is Dr. Novak again. In this video I'm going to do a review for a product that I bought, and it is a CO2 diffuser. And for years I've been using the Fluval CO2 diffuser, and it's inexpensive. This could be bought at any of your Petco, PetSmart. You can get them online, these. And when I came across just looking for diffusers, I saw a lot of glass. A lot of people use glass diffusers. I didn't like the glass diffusers because it's under pressure, and the fact of it is that glass can break. Okay, accidents do happen. So I didn't really want a glass one, even though they look nice. Another thing is, the glass diffusers, you can't get the diffuser out of them and put a new diffuser in and reseal it. I don't know if any of them have that capability, but being glass, no, which means you would have to buy at least 2 of them. Now, diffusers like this are easy to clean, ceramic diffusers. Step 1 is household products that you have is vinegar. You can take the diffuser apart and you'll have this little insert that you see here, and that could be placed in a container, a little plastic container of vinegar. You can let that sit a week or 2, and that will take any calcium from the diffuser and break it down. Then after that, you could take it and put it into straight 100% bleach. Just fill up a little container with bleach and let it sit in there for a few days. Then take it all apart and clean it and everything else, and you're ready to go again. So diffusers can be used over and over again. And that's what I liked about these, because you can pull them apart, you can make sure you cleaned them real good, and just keep reusing them for months and months and months before they would actually, you'd have to get rid of one. So that's what I liked about them. There are other ways of diffusing CO2 into the aquarium, but like I said, I'm not worried about if I'm going to pump in so much CO2 into my aquarium that I'm going to come up with 30 parts per million. Okay, I'm not looking for that. But anyway, to get to the review is I've used these, but one thing that I have never liked about these Fluval CO2 diffusers here is after you get them out of the aquarium, you put them together, or it may already be together. Look at this. I'm trying to unscrew it. Look at that. I actually have to put these in a vise and then get some grips to actually turn this every time I want to take this thing apart to get the ceramic stone out of there, which is this, to clean it. I mean, I am not kidding you. This thing, it's next to almost impossible. And that's one thing I never liked about these, was that. And how I used to hook this up, I used to get your flexible airline tubing, put it at the bottom here, and then I used to connect it up with a flexible airline tubing like this, and then I would use a stainless steel U-bend and connect that up to hose, and then hang this over the side of the aquarium, and I would put suction cups, maybe 1, to hold this. So you can make it the length you want it to put it all the way down at the bottom of your aquarium. Okay, now what would happen, the problem I ran into, is sometimes these would start getting clogged up a little bit, make a little too much back pressure, and this would pop off. And that was because and I tried different tubing, silicone, I tried the plastic tubing like this, I tried the clear tubing. After it's been in the water it finally weakens and it pops off. And then all of a sudden your CO2 turns on, too much pressure happens. So I didn't like that because it's happened to me a lot. It happened to me in my 20 gallon, it happened to me in the 90 gallon. So apparently this must be an inherent problem with these particular stones or anything. Once you put airline tubing in the aquarium itself, its hold on to the object isn't very strong anymore. And if any resistance comes, they usually pop off. But I've always used these, and they're inexpensive, they're cheap, they're not bad. But like I said, trying to look at this. Finally, it's coming. But usually I have to put these in, especially if you bring them directly out of the aquarium. And they come apart like this. And this one's been cleaned. Believe it or not, it looks brand new, but it isn't. This one has to be close to a year old. So you can reuse them, and for some reason, no matter what I've tried, I've even tried putting stuff on the threads, like jelly, petroleum jelly, put it on, that didn't help. Because once they sit in the aquarium for a while, they kind of, adhere together, where I've actually, like I said, put them in a vise. But on the internet, then I found another one, a diffuser, this. And it comes in different lengths. And this is made out of stainless steel. And the thing I liked about it is that it's all one piece. And when it's outside the aquarium, that's where you hook up your hose to it, outside the aquarium, so it's not being exposed to water and becoming loose. So I thought this, and I thought, well, it's not a bad price. Now this one I just pulled out of my aquarium so I could do this video. Let's see how this one is. Oh wow, look at that. See? Like I said, I just pulled it out of the aquarium. So as you can look at this, how easy that was to unscrew this. It's all stainless steel. It's made in China. You can get this off the Amazon, as you can see in the picture that you're looking at. And you just screw it back on, but it just unscrews. Very easy. Wow. And this has been in the aquarium for a month. Look at that. And it's got a ceramic, just like the Fluval does. But this one's bigger. The reason I chose this is because it's a bigger diameter, at least an inch diameter, versus the Fluval being, it looks like about a ½ inch in diameter. This has less pressure being applied than the Fluval. So the Fluval, you actually have to crank it up a little bit to make sure it makes enough pressure to come through the ceramic, where this one doesn't quite need that much pressure. And it's just a flat bottom. This sets right there on top, and this goes on top. It's all stainless, probably 304. I'm going to say, I'm not going to think it's 316. That's it. It's all, and it's heavy. So when you put it in the aquarium, it actually sits real nice wherever you put it. It's a heavy thing. The thing, also what I was quite surprised that I didn't know, they give you a clip. And this clip goes on the side of your aquarium, and this just snaps in, and you can hang this on the side of your aquarium if your aquarium glass will fit this. And that looks like that would be about a ½ inch thickness of aquarium glass to hold it. But I really don't use it. I don't use the clip they gave you. This is all stainless too, because it is heavy. It's heavy. And as soon as you drop it in the aquarium, you don't need any suction cups. You don't have to worry about air lines popping off. This is all one piece. They do come in different lengths that you can order them. And the reason I wanted to do a review on this is more than likely made in China, but it's excellent quality. Now for me, if you've seen any of my reviews, I can usually find fault with everything, but this, it's done very well. And I would highly recommend that if you were going to use a diffuser, just get the length you're going to need. This is it. This is the this is the cat's ass. It is very well made. It's not an item that's going to, if you drop it, it's going to break. You don't have to worry about putting suction cups, airline tubing, because it is so heavy. If you get the right length, plus the fact, because it's a 1 inch versus the 1/2 inch like the Fluval has, because this is a 1 inch, it gives a bigger diameter of your micro bubbles coming up versus the 1/2 inch. And that, I have this controller here, brand new controller, and this is a controller that somebody can get. And you will get one of these controllers absolutely free along with one of these CO2 diffusers. And how do you qualify to get that? Well, you get a controller, you get a diffuser. All you have to do is add the airline and go get yourself a tank. And you have CO2. You don't need anything more than basically a controller, some airline tubing, and you have to get the tank. Now you can get one of these absolutely free from me easily. One way of doing it is this way. I'm going to take the 5 top people. I want you to send me some pictures of your aquarium, and I want you to write up something telling me why you are using an anoxic filter or a plenum. Then with the top 5, I will show the top 5 that I get on my channel so others can learn from you, and the one that everybody votes on as they think is the best, you will receive absolutely free one of these controllers. And the reason you're going to get one of these controllers, I know they're good. I've used them. Really, all they are basically is you plug and play. There's no, as you notice, there's no valves to adjust. It's already been pre-adjusted for you. So you don't have to worry about any valves that you have to adjust. These things are great. You don't have to do anything. It comes with the 2 so you can see how much CO2 is in your tank. It comes with the other one where you can set your CO2 of how much pressure. They already have it preset at the factory. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's at 40 psi. Most ceramic stones need at least 30 to 40 psi in order to work. Your ceramic stones do. That's already preset. All you basically do, put it on, hook up your airline to it, fill up the bubble counter with, like I said, baby oil or water. You could use water, and you're ready to go. It's just that easy. It's no big hassle to do it. I've used, let's see, I've used liquids. I even used one that were like almost like a dielectric, where it had a carbon bar in it and electric went into it. It created CO2 bubble. I've used just about every product they've come out with to add CO2 to the aquarium. Okay, so you wouldn't have to buy a CO2 tank. And the only product I've ever found to really do work great is the CO2 tank, using actual CO2 with the CO2 bubbles. That was the best of all the products that I personally have tried. And I've tried them all. I've tried the liquids. I've tried everything. And if you want to have CO2, this is the way to do it. Of everything that I have tried, this works the best. And the other stuff that I have tried, it either didn't work, I didn't see much of an improvement, and you didn't save money. Because the ones that used to have the carbon bars, you know, you would put them in there and they used electric, and it would start bubbling up. Those were so expensive. I'm thinking you might as well just buy a tank, CO2 tank. The liquids, they're not cheap. Then you have to make sure you put the liquids in at the right amount. How much is the right amount? You're guessing. And then those liquids, don't forget, every time you do a water change, you're taking them out. Now you have to put them back in. And how long do they last? These are questions that only you can answer if you use the liquid. If you use the liquid and you like them and you think they're doing great, fine, use them. But I never liked them because they were too iffy. And did I really see a big difference? No. In fact, what I found out, like from the liquids that they sell, I just found out algae problems erupted from them. That was me. If you're using a liquid, it works great for you. You don't find it causing algae problems, that's great. For me, it caused algae problems. I didn't like them. I stopped using them. This was the only way to go. So if you want to get one of these absolutely free and you want to get a controller, send me pictures of your aquarium and tell me why you have now switched over using a plenum or an anoxic filter, because a plenum is basically an anoxic filter because you are making anoxic conditions in that plenum. And tell me why. I'm going to take the top 5, I'll show everything, and I'll read what you have said, and then we'll have everybody vote. And I have thousands of subscribers, so out of the thousands of subscribers I have, we ought to come up with a winner of what people think was the best. And then you will get a controller and you will get one of these absolutely free just for participating, and if you're the one who is voted to be the best. Okay? So I would highly recommend you buy one of these if you're looking for one versus the Fluval. I know the Fluval's cheaper, but to be honest with you, pulling this apart, it works perfectly fine. I can't find anything negative to say about it, and if anyone watches my reviews, they know I always can find something negative to say about something. I don't care what it is, but I will find something. But this, I can't find anything negative to say about it. Nothing. It's really made very nice. Another thing I like about it, of course, it's silver, you know, you got to hide it. But another thing I do like about it is it will last. It's not going to break. It's not a piece of glass that you can accidentally try to put a tube on it or take the tube off and snap. Well, there, that's it. It's gone. This is not going to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be waiting to hear from you if you wish to participate in trying to get a free. I mean, the CO2 controller there is almost a $100 controller, and then whatever this costs. It depends. I think this is $21, $22 for this alone. So, you know, you have over, you know, $125 worth of products here. Anyhow, let me know if you're interested. Send me pictures of your aquarium, why you switched over, what do you think about it, and I'll judge the top 5 from there, put them on my YouTube channel, and we'll let people decide what they think is the best. Now, I'm not talking about aquariums. Now, I don't want to judge people on aquariums because everybody is different with their aquarium. Because you'll have people, just like with gardening or something, you'll have elaborate gardens because people have unlimited resources and money. And aquariums are the same way. Some people have unlimited resources and money, and they can make their aquarium look far, far better than another person's aquarium. So this is not a judgment on how nice your aquarium looks, okay? Because that is not what I want people to compete on, because you're always going to have the person who doesn't mind spending hundreds of dollars on plants, whatever it takes, to have this beautiful aquarium, and the other guy, he doesn't quite have the money. He can't compete against somebody like that. So we're not doing this as a competitive thing of your pictures and how beautiful your aquarium. What we're doing here is wanting to hear your story about what happened to you. Why did you switch, or why did you turn? And what do you think about what you're using compared to what you did use previously? Everybody has a story. Everybody, and I'm going to present that to the people, not how your aquarium looks. So don't worry about how your aquarium looks. You're not going to be judged on how beautiful your aquarium looks. You're going to be judged on what do you think of why you did what you did and how it's working for you. And that's what people want to know. That's what people on my channel want to hear. They want to hear your thoughts, and we're going to base it off of that, and whichever one everyone thinks is the best, you get the products for absolutely free. So until next time, this is Dr. Novak. Happy aquarium keeping. Thank you very much for watching.